I chickened out, but for good reason. And I think I was using my brain, and that's where survival always starts. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch the whole video.
Oh my God. Oh no, it's blown away. Come on. Here also tornado warnings extend to 7. I can't really waste too much time.
We finally made it. Things have changed a little bit.
It's 12:10, 53 degrees out.
And lots of rain.
Welcome back, guys, and welcome to the Swiss military M70 survival jacket overnighter. You like that? Hope you guys are doing great. And as you can see, it's raining today. It has been raining non-stop, and it started last night. And yeah, 2 to 3 inches they're calling for. So a lot has changed for this trip. And the high is 61 with a low of 48 tonight. So it's gonna be an interesting trip. Right now my plan is to get to the campsite, and I need to get a quick shelter made. And as we do stuff today, we're gonna go over each component of the Swiss M70 survival coat that I'm wearing under this poncho here. You see it. And it's not raining too hard right now, but, and also you can see down here I have my East German sling pack that I made. And the only reason why I have that is to hold my camera stuff and my water, because there's absolutely no water source out here. And I got a little stove I brought too, because I don't think we're gonna be getting a fire going tonight, guys. So, but we're still out here, and that's all that matters, right? So we're gonna get it done, and we're gonna have fun too. So I will see you guys at the campsite. See you in a few minutes. We are at the entrance to the campsite. If you guys remember this one, it's about a year ago. I think it was my first one. We slept out in my EcoTap. Now my EcoTap for my Wiggies shelter. So that was like in November. Still quite a lot of shade back here. Pretty nice. Thank God it isn't too windy out, because those pines are very tall. So I got to find a good spot to set up. Remember, always look for widow makers. No worries, I have another poncho. I just threw that on real fast for my hike, because my other one is, you see it? No, it's back here. Right there. We'll go over that in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna get shelter set up. So give me a few minutes here, guys. The first thing that we gotta do is what I have configured with this survival coat. I have paracord, and I keep that in this top pocket here, along with my fire kit. And I also have some bank line as well. So this is what I keep in this pocket. And here, this kit, that's where I keep my knife. In this pocket here, I have my 9x12 1 mil plastic sheeting. And what you can use this for is a lot of things. You can use it for shelter, which is what we're going to do today. Real quick shelter. You can use it for a winter shelter along with the space blanket, which we're going to do this winter, not today. But we're doing a real quick shelter because it's supposed to be raining all day and night, and right now we have a break. Okay, I've got to take this off. And one last thing before we take it off, I have my ferro rod with my top survival whistle, and I just have it hanging. You can see it there from that loop there. But I'm to the point now where I have the plastic sheeting up. I actually switched it around. I need to get some of these here, pine cones. And we're gonna go ahead and stake this plastic sheet off. I'll show you how to do that. Plastic sheeting, and I have some. This is my ground cloth. I have the stakes in there. Carefully take our knife out because it's so close to our neck, and cut the bank line to our desired length that we want. We're going to take this little pine cone right here. We're going to wrap it up in there and twist it like that. And then I made a slip knot with that bank line that I had in the pocket with my paracord. And we're going to wrap that slip line around, or slip knot around there, and then we're going to pull it tight like that. Then we'll take one of my stakes. And basically we're just going to tie that however you want to tie it to the stake. And it doesn't got anything fancy, you know me. And that's it. Then we'll stake it out. So there it is. That is a 9x12 1 mil plastic sheeting that goes with my jacket. And here is the little pine cones. And these are all over the floor here. Another one there. So you can see how it's holding on there. Real simple. I went ahead and did my center ones here too. It was easy. I just pulled that out and I was able to twist that much easier. So here's what it looks like. We'll see how windy it's going to get tonight. It's not supposed to be windy. It's like 5-10 mile an hour winds, I think. So anyways. Okay, we are in our home. So I've really toned this kit down quite a bit. And when I say comfortable, you know, because this kit's, you know, for survival. But I'm talking about survival with some comfort. And I've got this big 9x12, you know, sheeting right here. And there's a lot of room in here. It's going to keep me out of the rain and everything. And it doesn't weigh, and weighs next to nothing. I'm not even sure the exact weight. Probably doesn't even weigh a pound. So I can have a big shelter. Now see, originally I had a Swiss, which I wanted to show you guys. I'll show you in a future video. I had a Swiss snow poncho, military poncho, which I could use that for my shelter, but that thing's like the same size as my Angolan poncho pretty much. So it'd been really just not fun. Just want to be fun. This here, lightweight, all the room in the world. Now, this isn't my only shelter I brought, and we'll get to that when it gets closer to bedtime. I'll show you my sleep system that I brought that will be inside of this. Let's check out and see what I got in this East German sling pack that I kind of customized. I've turned it to a sling pack. We got a pomegranate. Angel Survival want me to bring these before they get old. Got a camera. I did bring some birch bark, but I don't think we're gonna have any way of a fire. And this isn't something I would keep in my jacket, but it's a stove. And really it weighs next to nothing. It's probably something I could consider. And the rest is just brought some water. And a couple, about 3, I think I have 3 of these, yeah. Just never know. And that's it. That is all I needed to do this overnighter. Oh, and I almost forgot something here. Aha. Oh wait, I'll show you these guys. I'll show you that here. We'll have that after dinner. It's not what you think it is, guys. We're to go over the next item I have in this survival load-bearing M70 jacket is I have my onesie, which is kind of part of my sleep system, and it's stored in that pocket that you guys saw in the last video. It's inside the jacket. And here is where the backpack straps to this thing, and I have it on, actually came off here, I have it on both of these hooks because I think that it will hold better, and it has. And it's not super uncomfortable, but I had to adjust a little bit, but I could feel the metal on my shoulder a little bit. So some of you might not like that. It didn't bother me too much, but you just don't want to have a whole lot of weight in here. It's the next item here. We have, in the backpack part, we have my snug pack poncho. In this back pocket here on the backpack, we have 2 things of socks. What's cool is that I can also wear these like as mittens too, and if I need to warm myself up in a survival situation, you put them on your armpits like that, and it'll keep you warm. It'll help alleviate if you have like frostbite or something, which you don't want to have, but basically it'll warm your hands up like that. So this has got multi-use, and I have cold feet at night, so that's why I brought extra socks. For me, that's what I need for a survival kit. You guys might not need it, but my feet always get cold when I go camping. So there you go, socks for feet and mittens. Starting from my left pocket here, which is one of the larger pockets on this jacket, we will unbutton this and I'll show you what I have in here next. It's hard to do with one hand. This pocket here is what holds my mess kit. And this is the East German mess kit right here. And the reason why I picked this style mess kit, and there's many styles of this mess kit, but I picked the East German one because this one is very thin metal and it's much lighter weight than like the German one or the Russian one or the Polish one. These are very light, the East German ones, and they're hard to find. All right, the pocket next to the East German mess kit pocket, where I have my mess kit. We'll open that up. And here is the food that I brought for this trip. And I got some MRE cranberries, a chocolate bar, some oatmeal. And then for dinner tonight, this is our freeze-dried meal. Lasagna with meat sauce. And it's got some paper towel. And for a snack, because it's not even dinner time, I got a couple PB&J sandwiches I made. And that's everything I could fit in there. Actually, I had more room, I could even fit more in there. Biggest thing is the weight factor. So now, what I would recommend that you carry in this pack, and we're gonna go over the contents of what's in my East German mess kit here in a minute, because this is what's in here is what I'd always carry with me in that jacket. But I also recommend for weight, because you don't want these jackets heavy. You don't want them like this, very uncomfortable if you have them too heavy. And the weight can add up very quick. But you also want to keep freeze-dried meals. Now, freeze-dried meals weigh next to nothing. Very, very, very lightweight, not even a half pound probably. So the size of these pockets here, you can fit quite a bit of freeze-dried meals in them.
which would be great. And I always hear stuff when I'm out here, but that's normal, right? So yeah, carry freeze-dried meals with you if you're gonna wear this jacket. It'll save your back, and it's very lightweight. So this is my view right here. Plastic sheet. Now also, this is 1 mil plastic, so it's pretty thin, but it's also not too thin where it's not durable. It's pretty darn durable, so I wouldn't go any less than 1 mil than this. I'd stay at 1 mil. So and here are the items that I keep in this, and this is what I would carry on me when I wear this jacket. So I have utensil, dish soap, I have peanut butter packets, which come from MRE. Also some more peanut butter from home, just put in a Ziploc bag. And the reason why I have peanut butter is because it's rich in fat and it's got a lot of protein in it. And this is a good survival food to have, especially in fall and winter conditions. And here I have coffee. This is a good morale booster. And I have more coffee with some orange tang. Another good morale booster. Weighs next to nothing. And also in here, this can be also with a first aid kit, but these are 1,000 milligram vitamin C packets, which is also has your antioxidants and electrolytes in it. And these are very good to have because you lose a lot of sweat. And I lose sweat even when it's cold out, and this replaces that sweat. And it's flu season and cold season, so these are also good to keep with you because it's fall now. I have water purification tablets. I also have some Tincture, I can never say Tincture or Tincture iodine, 2%, which is good for cuts, wounds, and also you can purify water with this as well. But I only recommend to do that in a survival situation. I have a set of Band-Aids, some big ones, some small ones, nothing too fancy. Some gauze. I have some Ricolas. Good for the throat, just good to have, good little candies to have with you for energy. And then I also have the nail kit that I got the idea from Lars from Survival Russia for hanging your pot over a fire. It can be used for many things, so it's an excellent survival kit to keep with your pot. And I just have one more Ricola in there. That's everything. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. I hope you guys are still sticking around for this, as we're still going over the jacket. We're not done yet. We gotta still go through all the inventory that this jacket can hold. So on my top left breast pocket, which is next to my survival whistle and ferro rod, which and these pockets are different. They're made to hold ammo and magazines and stuff like that. So just the way they're designed, stuff can fall out of them. But here on the top left breast pocket, I have a Silky. This is a Silky Pocket Boy. I have a fishing kit here, and this fishing kit was actually a video that Corporal's Corner did. Actually got his name right. How to make a, they call it a hobo reel or something, but I don't really care for that name, and just kind of sounds like a derogatory name, which I mean it is, but it's just a survival. I call this the survival fishing reel, and inside of it you can hold all your items. There's items inside of this, and you got bank line on the outside, rubber, and it's this awesome fishing kit, and it weighs nothing. No weight to it really. Then I also have survival flare for smoke signaling. Not really a flare, it's a signal. I got a candle, space blanket, and I have my Petzl. It's a Zipka headlamp, and it's to save weight. They take off the band. It just has this little cable thing back here. If I can get it. y'all, if you guys can see it there. And so it saves on weight. And that's my top left breast pocket. And I also have a bandana as well. Well, I just went out doing some scouting for some wood for a fire. I think we might be in some luck. I had to come back because it's starting to come down a little heavy now. All right, so it's time to show off the sleep system. So here we go. In the back pocket of the backpack portion of this survival coat, we have a dry bag. And the idea of this dry bag was to fill it with leaves for a pillow to save on weight. And it really wouldn't matter if they're wet because this is a dry bag. Second, our sleeping bag is the USGI patrol bag. This thing here is rated, oh gosh, I think people set it down, it's either down to 30 degrees or it's rated to 40 degrees. I am not totally sure. But needless to say, this is not what we're going to only be sleeping in tonight. That's what I was able to fit in that middle pocket of the backpack. There we go. Here we have the Sierra Designs Special Forces bivy sack, which you guys are all very, very familiar with. And for my new subs, I'll try to put a link up here on the screen for this bivy sack and the system that it goes with. I got 2 more pockets on the jacket. So here's the last pocket on the right side. This is also part of our sleep system. And this is the Soul Escape bivy. I've never used one of these, so it's gonna be an experience, or experiment, I guess. But this weighs nothing. I bought this about 5 years ago, I think. And these were quite expensive. So we're gonna see if it's even worth the money. Weighs absolutely nothing. And last but not least, the last pocket. I think this is the largest pocket on this jacket. I have the Static V sleeping pad, which is a winter sleeping pad. I've used this many times. It's been a very good sleeping pad, and it's got an R value of 4.4. So that's a very good sleeping pad. I'm sniffling here. It's getting colder out. I changed into I did it off camera, but I changed into my onesie because I'm getting cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my sleep system set up. It's still early, it's not time to go to bed, but I just want to have it ready to go. I'm either gonna freeze tonight or I'm gonna be really comfortable. But it's got like a space blanket type material in it. So that's gonna be very interesting. It's pretty neat. It's even got a zipper on it. That's interesting. All right, so here it is. This is the sleep system. The sleeping pad inside the Gore-Tex bivy, along with another space blanket type bivy, patrol bag. So I'm hoping this does it, guys. I'm just a really cold sleeper, so well, we're gonna find out tonight, along with the onesie. So that's part of the sleep system too. I'm gonna walk over here and see if we can find some dry wood. It would be nice just to get a little fire going. We're not gonna cook on it. We'll cook on the stove, but it sure would be nice to get a little fire going. Oh, here comes the rain again. It's just the wind blowing. But sorry, I got you guys all over there. If you look at this, look at that. That's like bone dry on the inside. It's because it just started raining today.
but very heavily raining. So I'm thinking I'm gonna work off this oak tree here. I can collect all these little twigs here, and we got the birch bark. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Wow. Look at that. That's bone dry on the inside. Okay, there's what I was able to grab, and a lot of this just snapped. And the reason why I think it's not soaked all the way through as much is because it's a hard wood. It's an oak tree, I believe. And I think if it was a softer wood, it would really soaked in, because it poured this morning. And I don't know how much more we're getting tonight. But I'm gonna go ahead and make a fire just to practice with. We're still gonna cook on my stove in the tent or in the shelter over there. But we're still gonna practice today. We're gonna see if we can get a fire going. This is kind of another reason I'm glad I brought my birch bark. This is probably the best fire starter that you can find, not in Illinois, for the most part. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scrape to get some fine shavings from that birch bark. I don't need a lot. We'll go ahead and try that. So I just got a little pile there if you can see it. Bring you guys down some more there. Then we're just going to ignite this part next with our ferro rod. There we go. And don't get in a big hurry. Then we'll take this and light the other pieces with it. There we go. You guys see that? That's how you do birch bark, just like that. And that stuff is gonna go up real fast. This is gonna burn very hot. So now what I'm gonna do, once that gets going well, I'm gonna put all my fine twigs on here. I don't want to stuff it. So far it's working pretty good. I don't know for how long, but we're just gonna find out. Birch bark is awesome. If you didn't have birch bark to light this wet fire, it'd be a lot of work, unless you had some like man-made tinder or something. But with birch bark, you use a lot of it. Well, there's where we're at so far. Just goes to show that birch bark is awesome. If I had more birch bark with me, I would use it a lot more than that. But that wood's wet. It gets wet. I mean, the outer layer's wet, so. But still, you got to burn that wet layer off. You'd had a difficult time getting this fire going and staying going. Maybe not getting it going, but staying going. I think you'd have a much more difficult time if you didn't have birch bark. Can you guys hear it? It's all the moisture on it. Well, hopefully it stays going for a while. It starts pouring down rain. Look at that go. Well, that always brightens up the survival overnighter. Well, I think that's gonna be it for the night, guys, because it's already starting to get dark. So that should burn quite a while tonight. I got some pretty thick logs on there. Now, I cut all that with the Silky Gone Boy. Not Gone Boy, but Pocket Boy. Nothing beats a Silky saw. I'll put some links up into some Silky videos that I've done. These are the greatest saws ever made. So we've been out here just a little after, it was a little after 12 when we got here, I think. Ooh, that was lightning. I just saw lightning. Listen, you should hear thunder here pretty quick. I think we're in for a treat tonight, guys. I know Angel Survival was a little worried about me going out today, but I'm trusting God will protect me all night, and we're gonna be fine. So, man, that's more lightning. That's just did it again. You'll hear the thunder here in a minute. There it goes. Well, it's taken a while for the thunder to come after the flash, so that means it's not super close, but oh man. God, crazy thing is that I'm right in the pine forest section here, and these pine trees are super tall. So I'm praying I'm praying we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay.